If you are one of those people who just can't drive by a yard sale without stopping, you are about to fall in love with secondhand shopping a whole lot more. Christian Lund is the owner of Fancy That Antiques in Wilbraham, and he joins us with tips on finding those secret treasures at yard sales. Christian, it's so nice to see you.
I'm so happy to be here again. Thank you.
You always bring such cool stuff.
Yeah, well, I try.
You're in the business of cool stuff.
Absolutely.
Now, we're talking about antiques and what you can find at a yard sale. If I was shopping at a yard sale and I saw this, I would definitely think this had some years to it for sure, and I would think it's an antique.
True. So I brought it in today because when you walk into a tag sale, you just never know. You never know what you're going to find. So this is actually, I brought this in for a reason because this is genuinely a reproduction. It says Hecho en Mexico, Hecho en Mexico on the back, and it's a print. So this is like a home goods thing, and a lot of people wouldn't know. You could see this at a tag sale for 200 bucks. They'd never know. I brought it in just to make an example, so you do know.
So you could buy this at a store today?
Right, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then also I brought a real one in. So this is actually an antique print of the Connecticut River from Mount Tom. So it's got Victorian people and all that. And this is in a period, probably turn of the century frame. So this is a true antique. And it's really hard to tell because the other piece that we just looked at, it looks antique. Mm-hmm. This one looks a little bit more modern, but it's a real antique. And you do find these at tag sales.
And it's in such great condition, too, to be such an old piece. Now, how much would you say this is worth?
Probably a $100 bill.
Really? And at a tag sale, you might buy it for a couple bucks.
You never know.
Didn't
yes.
know.
Yeah. You never.
Isn't that amazing?
Truly, you never know.
You never know what you're going to find. Now, obviously you know what you should look for when you're looking at prints, like you said, and make sure that you look at the markings on the back and all of that. What about watches? If you see watches at a tag sale.
Okay. Well, the general rule of thumb for watches is if they wind up. If, like, for example, these watches here, all these watches wind up. They don't have batteries. There's no batteries in these. So if you see like a tick, or if you bring a watch to your ear and it has a tick, like maybe your watch does, that's battery driven. They're generally not worth as much. Some of these watches are diamonds and gold. Some are brass with a gold plating over it. So if I broke one of these apart on the inside, it'd have rubies on the inside, and they're really cool. I make jewelry out of them, actually the movements, because they look neater than the watch. So
really?
these you can find in like grandma's jewelry box at the tag sales, and you never know, because these two are gold, the rest are not, but they're still worth something.
Worth something. Now, my watch I paid $20 for, and you never would necessarily know if you're looking at a tag sale, a cardboard box full of jewelry you're rummaging through, right?
I thought it was a Rolex, but
no,
my eyesight.
You thought it was some designer.
Michael Kors, honestly.
But
yeah,
it's not. I won't say where I got it, but I paid only $20 for it. So you don't know what you're looking at, and though it may only be 50 cents, maybe sometimes it's worth it to pay the 50 cents to take it to someone who knows antiques to see. Maybe you found a diamond. And
I've had many people come in from tag sales and come out with a nice check.
Yeah. See, isn't that amazing? So when you hit those tag sales, make sure you know what to look for, and don't be afraid to rummage, right?
Absolutely.
And we're going to talk more about antiques and jewelry a little bit later in the show, Christian.
Jewelry, yes.
So,
Jewelry, yes.
Can't wait for that. Thank you so much.